Hey guys, welcome to our channel Coders Arcade. In today's video, we are going to talk about select statement in SQL. So let's begin. So here I have my workbench opened up, and here in the schemas tab, as you can see in the navigation panel, we have administrator and schema. So if we see in schemas is nothing but where our databases are stored. So here, as you can see on the left hand side in the schemas tab, SQL HR, SQL inventory, SQL invoicing, SQL store, and SYS, all of these are the databases. So now you see from all of these databases, only one is bold. That is SQL store is bold. That means that we are right now working in SQL store. To change your database, you can either directly double click onto the name. You need to double click onto the name. You can also double click onto the white space, but it won't select that database. You need to click onto the name, double click onto the name to select that particular database to start working on that. It is to tell the workbench that we are working onto this database. Alright, so let's move on, and I'm going to show you the other way of selecting the database. So other way is you can use the command. So the command for this is you will write here use, and then you need to specify the name of your database. So here the name of my database is SQL. Let's say we need to go to SQL store. So I'm going to write store, and now we need to execute this code here. So now how to execute this code? So we have different methods. So once your code is written, you can directly click onto this thunder icon, or if you need the shortcut, you can directly go to this query from this toolbar here, and you can just click onto the execute all or selection. So here is the shortcut written, Control Shift and Enter. So if I click onto this will execute it, and now you can see that SQL store is selected onto a schemas tab. That means now we are working in SQL store. Now our SQL store database is being selected. Now one more thing you need to keep in mind is here I have written use in capital letters. It is not necessary to use only capital letters for SQL language. SQL language is not a case sensitive language. So you can use a small use, or you can use capital and small, anything you can use. But good practice is, recommending practice is that you write capital for your SQL code, and other things you should write in small letters so you can understand better, and your readability of code also increases. But it's really up to you. You can use whatever method you want. But the recommended thing is to use capital for SQL language, for SQL commands, and small letters for the regular codes. So now again, if I press Control plus Shift plus Enter, it will select my SQL store here. And once we are inside our SQL store, now we need to select some specific data from a specific table. How we can do that? If I drop down onto this table here, you can see there are different tables here. So we have customer, we have orders, we have products, we have shippers, and we have some other tables as well. So now let's say we want to select customer ID from our customers table. So what we can do is, I'm just going to change my line, and here I'm going to write select space, and here I'm going to write the name of the column that I want to select. So let's say we want to fetch customer ID. So I will write here customer ID. You need to write the correct column name for the correct result. So customer ID. Now you need to specify from which table you want. So we need to fetch this customer ID from customers table. So here I'm going to write from customers. So here our SQL code is complete for selecting the customer ID from customers table. But here you can see there is one error. You can see if you hover your mouse over this, you can see the error will be shown. So select is not valid at this position, expecting EOF semicolon. That means you need to always separate all the different statements with a semicolon. So here we have not used semicolon. So I'm going to write a semicolon, and here as you can see our error is gone. So this is the proper way of writing a SQL code. Now this is one statement and this is another statement. Both the lines are one statement. Now while writing SQL, it doesn't matter you use white spaces or anything. Just when you have used the semicolon, SQL gets to know that this is one statement, this is the end of one statement, and this is another statement. So let's execute this code and see how we get the customer ID. So here I'm going to execute it again. One method of executing is this by clicking onto this thunder icon, or I can directly go onto the queries option and execute here, or I can use the keyboard shortcut, which is Control plus Shift plus Enter. So here, as you can see, I got the customer ID only from our customers table from our SQL store database. So now let's say you want to see the first name as well. So what I can do is after customer ID, I can just give a comma, and here I can directly write first name. So now if I again run this code, Control plus Shift plus Enter, I will get the first name as well, the customer ID and the first name from our customers table in our SQL store database. So this means select customer ID and first name from customer table. So this is our customers table in our SQL store. So we are working on SQL store. Now let's say you want to see whole table. Not only we want to see customer ID and first name, we want to see the whole table. What you can do is, I'm going to delete this. To see everything, you just need to give one star. So here if I give select star from customers, now what this will do is this will show me all the table. It will fetch all the data which is present in this customer table. So now if I execute it, Control plus Shift plus Enter, you can see all the data from our table is visible. So basically my full table is visible here, full customer table. We can see customer ID, we can see first name, we can see last name, birth date, phone number, and everything. So this is how you can use select statement in your SQL, basic SQL language. Now we have different phrases. So this select is one phrase, from is another phrase. Now you can also, there are two more phrases that you can use to filter and sort. So let's see how we can filter. Now suppose we want to filter only the customers with customer ID 1. So what you can do is, I've written select star. So this will give me all the detail about that particular customer ID. So select star from customers. This will give me all the table. And if I want to just select this first customer, what I can do is I just want to filter the customer with customer ID 1. So what I can do is I can directly write here after from customers, I can just directly give the where phrase. So where I'm going to write here customer ID equals 1. So what this will do is select star, select everything from customers where the customer ID is 1. Now if I execute this, you can see we will only get the customer with customer ID 1. So customer ID 1, first name, last name, date of birth, and everything. Everything. Why? Because we are using this star here. If I wanted only, let's say first name, so I can write here again first name, and if I execute it, so this will give me only the first name where customer ID is 1. So now I'm going to give again star here and I'm going to execute it. So this is how you can use the where phrase. Now let's say you want to sort. So how you can sort is, let's say we want to sort the whole table in a alphabetical order. So how we can do that? We can use order by. So if I write order by, and here if I say order by first name, and now there is no use for this where, because this will only filter and this will only show the customer ID 1. So I can just comment it. How we can comment it? I'm just going to give 2 dashes and 1 space here. So now what happened is this whole piece of code, this whole line became a comment. So now this comment will be ignored by the SQL workbench, the SQL language, this comment will not be executed, and after executing this customer from customers, it will directly execute order by first name. So now if I execute it, you can see it is sorted by our first name. So A, B, C, and D is not there. So directly E, F, G is not there. So I, L, like that. Now the whole table is being sorted with the first name, as you can see here. So these are all the different phrases. So select phrase is different, from phrase is different, where phrase is different, order by phrase is different. All of these are what we call phrases. Now you need to keep in mind that this is the proper way of writing all these phrases. So this is the proper sequence of writing the phrases. So you cannot write where above select statement. Your where statement should be just below from statement. You cannot write where statement in between a select and from statement. So you need to keep in mind order of all the phrases. So select is first, then from, then where, then order by, like that. Now you see that this still is one whole statement. I can just directly write it like this as well. I'm just going to separate it with white spaces. So I can write this whole statement like this also, and if I execute it, it will again give me the same result. So I've not commented it, so I've commented this. Now if I execute it again, you'll see that this will give me the same result. So this is the proper way of writing the select statement. I'm just going to undo it. So this is the proper way of writing select statement. So select from, select star means selecting all from our customers table, where the customer ID is 1 and order by first name. So this is select statement, this is from statement. Now this will tell from which table you want, this will filter it, and this will sort it. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you have understood the logic for the select statement. In our future videos, we are going to use the select statement so that you will be able to understand in more detail about the select statement. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So this is all about this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you like the video, and if you like it, then tell us in the comment section below. If you have any doubts, then post them in the comment section. I will definitely try to clear those doubts. Also, like, share and subscribe to our channel Coders Arcade and press the bell icon so that you will get a notification when we post our new video. Thank you. Happy learning.